Hey guys, this is going to be Elderberries Part 2. I'm at my grandfather's again, so I have a chance to film these where I actually found them growing. And that is on the side of the path here. Here's the path around the corner of the pond area. You can see the pond up there. And this is actually by road, it's roadside. You see there's the road. It's probably 20 feet or 30 feet in from the road. So that's where it is as far as positioning. Here's the stalk itself, coming from the ground. And there are the elderberries. Now, in the first one, I kind of told you that these are the black or purple elderberries, more known as black. But there are another variety of these which are red. Now, I read in my book that I have that I always reference. You see there on top of the four-wheeler that to stay away from red elderberries entirely. However, there's a very good botanist who I watch his videos all the time here on YouTube. He goes by the name Green Dean, and I believe his screen name or account name is Eat the Weeds. If you're interested in any of these videos that I do on the wild edibles and stuff, you have to check out his stuff. Very knowledgeable man, you know, in this field. It's what he specializes in. So definitely check out his stuff. And he actually has a video on elderberries as well. However, in his video, he says that in red elderberries, it's the seed that's actually poisonous and not the berry itself. So if you have some way of de-seeding them, which I can imagine would be very complicated. It's a very small berry. However, each berry has, like I said, about 4 or 5 seeds inside, so to get all those out, I would imagine would be kind of a hard process. However, the fruit itself and the juice is not poisonous, but the seeds are. So in my opinion, I would just probably tell you to stay clear of them, just to be sure, you know, be safe. When these black elderberries are fully ripened, like you see right in front of you now, they are delicious and completely edible. However, if I come over here and show you these, which are not yet ripened, these will get you nauseous. They will get you sick. Okay, so stay away from anything that doesn't look completely ripened. Lighter in color like that, light purples and reds, and obviously the green ones. So just go for these. Now again, you'll see the bark. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different characteristics that set this apart from other similar looking plants, and one of them is this smooth. I mean, it's kind of rough, but there's no thorns. Okay, I'm going to bring over the book in a second and explain something. But I want you to notice there's no thorns on this. It's a brown bark, but there are no thorns. It's considered smooth. Let me bring over the book now and show you why I'm telling you that. Here's another picture of the elderberries, an illustration of it in black and white. Now, notice how the berries are growing. From the stalk here, coming up, there's berries all along the whole stalk. Now, if I switch over to page 57 in this book, it shows the Hercules club. This is another plant. It looks similar. The berries are very similar in color and kind of arrangement. However, this is how they grow here, where the stalk goes up and then they cluster out almost like a flower head. Okay? These berries are poisonous. You don't want to be eating these berries. So it's a similar looking plant. The plant itself is not too, they don't look alike too much. However, if you're in high grasses and you're only seeing the berry, you might get confused, okay? So you have to make sure not to eat this. Now, Hercules club is actually the small, immature stalks, and some of the new growth on leaves are edible, but that's a separate video. And I actually could not find any, you know, in my area anyway to make a video on. However, some of the parts are edible, but the berries are definitely not. They're poisonous. Stay away from them. Again, take notice of how those berries are growing off of the stalk or stem. And let's go back to the elderberry page, which I lost here. Bear with me a second. Here it is. There's the berries on that. So let's go back to the plant itself to see the berries on the plant. Again, stalk coming up, okay? And then it branches out from here. In this case, there's 4, give you kind of a, you know, through there. There's, for the main stalk, there's 4 separate branches branching out. And the berries itself do grow, you know, from the tip here all up the stalk. So it's not just, I can see how in the wild, you know, you can get confused with that. Again, biggest difference is this is somewhat smooth and there's no thorns, okay? If there are thorns on here, it's going to be Hercules club. Stay away from it, okay? The berries on those are very poisonous. So overall, if you find this, you want to make sure that first, it's not Hercules club, and 2, if the berries are red, that's most likely the red species of it and not just an unripened berry. Some might think that that's the the elderberries, but they're not ripe yet, so maybe I can eat them now. They won't be as sweet, but no, you gotta stay away from those. Okay. So that's part 2 of my elderberry video. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.